I have heard from way too many people this offseason. Way too many. I'm talking about at least 4 different people that Micah has worn thin there. Now, I don't know how much is true and how much it actually hurts. I don't know whether this is the behavior of a typical superstar. I don't know how damaging it is, but all I do know is this. I've heard from way too many people. If Micah Parsons was out of there, there'd be a decent amount of people inside the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco smiling or breathing a sigh of relief. That is my hot take statement that to me is really close to factual about just dealing with it.
Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk. Right back, like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Look, normally I come on here, you know what I'm saying, I try to get my pleasantries. I tell you I love y'all for y'all support, because I do. I asked you to join the team. If you haven't been subscribed, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I do this content 6-7 days a week, almost 365 days a year. And, you know what I'm saying, I try to just bring y'all positivity. But, like, this is one of those days, which unfortunately has been more frequent lately, where I just want to get straight to the content. Listen, the Cowboys, I'm tired. I'm very, very tired of the stuff that's been going on. It's every time. Why do we have to do this? Why can't we just be a normal franchise? See, sometimes I got to come here with notes. Sometimes I got certain talking points. This is one of those days where I just got to vent. Why do we always do this to our stars? I'm 40 years old, about to be 41 in a couple weeks, and I've seen this time and time again. Why can't we just, as an organization, top to bottom, as a fan base, top to bottom, just support the great players that we have and not ostracize and disrespect them on a regular basis? Every fan base does it. There's a segment of every fan base that just don't like the stars, and I get it. But the Cowboys are different. We don't like it's like we don't like nobody. It's very unique. It's almost like the fan base would like for Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb to just leave. Because they would prefer to run out there, no disrespect, Jalen Brooks, Cooper Rush, and Rico Dowdle. That's what we want to do. Or if it's not Cooper Rush, it's Trey Lance. That's what we want. Our fan base is so spoiled. Our media is spoiled. Our front office is arrogant. It's crazy to me. We don't appreciate what we have, and we're crazy to think that we can't end up like some of these teams that we think that we could just never be. It's crazy to me. I'm not here to talk down to fans that are angry. I'm angry. I'm frustrated with the results. I'm mad that Dak Prescott ain't had a deep run, as well as all the other players on the team, not just the quarterback. See how that works? I'm mad that things don't break right for us in January. I get it. It's frustrating. I would love for us to have won a Super Bowl since the 90s, but it hasn't happened, and I get that. But we have pieces on this team that I think can get the job done. That's my opinion. You can disagree. That's fine. But when the media, you heard the clip, when the media just starts to maybe we should trade, like you've heard, maybe we should trade Dak Prescott. What about a trade to the Raiders? Dak's so stingy. Dak's so selfish. Work with the team. Give him a discount. All this negativity, always. Every time you listen to 103.5 The Fan or whatever, or any radio station, I'm probably sure in Dallas, or national media, or anywhere, it's always Dak ain't good enough, Dak make too much money, this, that, and the other. Literally, have had people come out and disrespect Dak's passed away family members, his psyche, his, at one point, depression. The disrespect that he gets is astronomical, hence the shirt in the back, the most hated player in the NFL. But then we got other players on our team, like CeeDee Lamb, that I had to fight tooth and nail with a fan base for for years. Years. CeeDee Lamb is number 1. He one of the best receivers in the league. No, he not. He a 2. Some people saying he was a 3. We should get rid of CD. We need a number 1. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. All pro. Well, it was second team all pro. He's not good enough. We need a number 1. He's in the slot too much. He's a slot king. All this extra stuff. First team all pro. Most catches in the league. 12 touchdowns. Oh, I see it now. It's crazy how when you support and put love and put drive behind a player, what they can accomplish when they have the skill set. All pro. All these players I'm discussing, all pro. Micah Parsons came in on a historic start to his career. 13 sacks, 14 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I'm off one by one, but crazy numbers. All pro every year since he's been in the NFL. First team, second team. Game-changing player. Versatility. I've seen him run down the sideline with receivers. I've seen him come up to A-gap like a D tackle. I've seen him play edge, linebacker. He does it all. Somehow, you don't want that. You want just a random run-of-the-mill defensive end or edge because he does a podcast. And now people in the building are whispering, I don't quite like Micah's act. Why? Because he knows his worth? You mad at Dak Prescott because he knows his worth? You mad at CeeDee Lamb because he knows his worth? You mad at their family members because they speak out. Even if I don't agree with all of it, because they speak out. You want to control these. Yo, this ain't slavery, big dog. These are professional athletes. And they play a sport for a living. And when you do well at what you do for a living, you should be compensated and paid as such. And if you're an all pro, all of them, you should be paid at the top of the market. That's what that is. We're the only team I know that I kind of wish we didn't have all of this talent. What? This is the frustrating part. That's why I said we always do this. We did it with Des Bryant. We did it with Tony Romo. Whether you like those players or not, I've seen us do it all too much. You feel me? We did it with DeMarcus Ware. He went and won a championship. We do this with our great players. We do this with players that ain't even that great. It's like as soon as they hit a certain, they're like, let me put them back under my thumb. Let's start disrespecting them through the media, through the national media. Where are all these stories coming from? Somebody in the building, multiple people in the building don't like his act anymore. This dude is one of the best defensive players on the planet, and you don't like his act anymore. I've said this. I said, man, y'all not going to be happy till none of these dudes resign. They just dip. And we're going to have ourselves to thank. We should appreciate what we got. There are teams out here that wish they had this. The Arizona Cardinals, they wish Kyler Murray could be an all-pro. I know. You don't like your all-pro quarterback because you spoiled. You arrogant. You think you could just go get one. Yeah, because all of these quarterbacks is winning Super Bowls. The only one that won a Super Bowl is Patrick Mahomes. Since 2016, 2015, there's only 3 quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, the greatest ever. Patrick Mahomes might be the next greatest ever. And Matthew Stafford stuck in there and stole one. That's it. But y'all just want to throw yours in the trash and replace him. Now you want to throw the best defender in the trash and replace him. And you know what? While you at it, might as well throw one of the best receivers in the league in the trash and replace him. The only reason why Trayvon Diggs ain't getting no smoke right now is because he's hurt and out of sight, out of mind. But when he was playing, y'all wanted to throw one of the best corners in the league in the trash. You got haters out here that's saying, all that talent, y'all can't get it done. No, what we should be doing is saying, all this talent that we've drafted, if we add a couple of pieces, we might be unstoppable. But no, our front office is like, we're good. Let's kind of dial back on the good. Let's see if we can win with less. Do more with less. That's what I've heard this offseason. So it's frustrating. I'm tired of it. And I want to be definitive. I support our players. I've always said that. You got haters that say, hold your players accountable. I do hold them accountable. When they don't do well, I say, y'all don't do well. Y'all haven't done well. But then I have faith in them to get back, get on the grind, and do better. But my front office isn't doing anything. Not signing anyone. Except for Chuma Edoga. I'm sorry, Chuma keep catching strays. It ain't about Chuma. I'm just saying, we ain't doing nothing. They just expect, like, other teams, I'm not even going to name them all because y'all know them, are doing everything they can to win. Whether they have a high-priced quarterback or not. My team is just saying, we can't do nothing but sign 1 to 2 players. And then when the results are bad, we get talked about like the people they don't turn a blind eye to the negligence, the straight negligence of the front office. It's frustrating. I don't know why we always do this. I don't know why our players get so much hate. We don't show them enough love. But listen, it's your boy, Mr. Rome. I just had to get down on my chest, man. I don't know why we always do this. We need to stop taking things for granted before we look up and we one of them teams that we laugh at every Sunday. I'll holler.